I hate it when I'm like, okay, guys, I will host the lobby. And then the players host, they do it without game hot, and then they don't even wait for me to be ready, and they start the game. Could have just done it with another 30 seconds. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Just saying. I'm trying to make your lives easier too. You guys don't even have to do anything. These guys don't even have to do anything, yet they show up and they do. Alright, guys. Let's kick this off. As we do have the early game PvT getting established. MarineLorD is the red Terran top right. He will just place his CC out of position due to this annoying little probe. And to the top left-hand side, bottom left-hand side. I always get confused because when the minerals point in this direction, you always assume it's like the top left-hand corner of something, but it's obviously just a weirdly positioned base. At the bottom left-hand side of the map, our blue Protoss player is Cyan. So, early game, TvP, and looking to see what's going to happen here. MarineLorD obviously comes in as quite the favourite, but I really feel like Cyan already gave Mana a little bit of a run for his money in that last game. Doesn't quite manage to close it out, but gave us some fun games nonetheless. And so we go into our second best of 3 here today and see where it's going to take us. This Reaper going to be scouting around and is going to come back in toward the natural to see what is up. Again, guys, I know we've seen Mana and Cyan before and today, and now MarineLorD too. But just a reminder, we also have Raynor and Denver in this group. So we're going to be having a whole bunch of Zerg players coming up as well. So if you're waiting for some Zerg action, that is coming. We're going to have all 4 of Raynor's series coming up on stream at some stage. It's, in general, it's just going to be a pretty fun day. So lots of StarCraft 2 coming up, lots of action. Thank you so much already for joining me. We already have 500 viewers up in here, which is just fantastic. Which is really awesome, as we do see a few SCVs just wandering over. And SCVs will not force that Adept away from the Marine well enough. A couple more Marines come out, and this should be a dead Adept now. Finally, this Adept has been so annoying, though. Cyan really causing MarineLorD to struggle to deal with this. And it just causes quite a lot of lost mining time. A couple of kills as well. Now this Stalker on the low ground will not get the SCV before it finishes, which means that it will be able to jump into the command center to save. A nice little save there, as the Stalkers still are just poking away. And Stalker just poking and trying to see what's up. Stimpak coming down here as well. We're just going to be seeing the Cyclone going to be popping up as well. Cool, Stalker's just going to sit up this ramp as the robo facility dropping down in the natural expansion. So just getting that going. The blink is just over halfway done. And again, I mean, it's a pretty kind of standard setup from Cyan here to move into the mid game of PvT. Yeah, if you just tuned in, guys, all you've missed so far was a 2-0 from Mana over Cyan. But I'd say it was just a 2-0. It's still a pretty fun series, some pretty fun games. It was pretty fun to watch, so it's been good so far this year. Wouldn't mind just going to burrow up here. As you do see, the hallucinated Phoenix will wander forwards and will get blown up. No, Widowmine does not manage to lock on for long enough. So the hallucinated Phoenix will see the scout in the main base. Not a lot to see, really. A couple of extra racks are down, for example. Well, 1 extra rack's going down. So I guess he sees no 4th and 5th racks yet, which is a bit of a sign. But honestly, it kind of feels too early for 4th and 5th racks anyways. Cyan will be going up into a Robo Bay over in the main base. So Robotics Bay dropping down in the main. Wouldn't mind there, does catch a Stalker, so kind of nice that it didn't end up going off on the hallucination before. And it just means that Cyan wasn't paying attention to his hallucination to realize that the Widowmine was there. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure he would have not given up a Stalker just to trade out for the Widowmine. Stalkers are much more expensive. As, oh my god, that first Cyclone taking quite a lot of damage. And SCV going down now as well. Marine also getting picked off. Going to be seeing those Stalkers blinking away as those Marines continue to try and come forwards to see what they can do. Stalkers will blink up into the main base, and we see a couple of SCVs getting taken down already. And again, just going to be seeing more Marines running away, chasing the Stalkers down into the corner. Just going to be seeing the Stalkers having to blink out. You see the Cyclone gets taken down as well. So Cyclone falls, and well, now we just have the Colossus on the way up, extended Thermal Lance. and the charge upgrade all coming through. So all of this getting ready to go, as we still see Cyan continue to apply some pressure, coming right in to pick away at this missile turret, which will take a few shots already. Marines and Marauders continue to stim forward. Stalkers have to blink away to the side. And the third base from Cyan drops down and finishes up. So Cyan going to go into defensive mode here. I mean, still doing a good job with these Stalkers. Loses one there as he comes in for Marine. It's a little slow to blink back, and he will recall them back home as well, so that he has got them with the main force. As much as he can get to protect this Colossus is going to be very important. But honestly, I think the biggest thing for MarineLorD here is going to be trying to split up his, to try and kind of, force this army to split up, because right now, a few Marines and a couple of Marauders are not going to fare well against the Colossus, which has force fields to kind of back it up, and Stalkers as well to snipe down the medevacs. So I think MarineLorD pushing forwards right now has to be very cautious with how he decides to do this. Let's see, we go. The first Zala does charge in and gets picked off pretty quickly. The Stalker's blinking in as well, gets a Marauder. And is going to continue to just chase this all the way back. This little force unable to really do much here, and MarineLorD will be forced into a bit of a later stage of this game number 1. As extended thermal lines finishes, I mean, these Colossus are only getting better and better. Second Colossus just sits in the main base at the moment as well. So Colossus just sits up in the main, and again, just going to be seeing 4 medevacs though, loaded up and ready to move forwards now. Cyan is going to see this for a moment here with this Observer. Can he respond in time? He pulls back initially and probably will want to keep on pulling this Colossus back. Units trying to drop down and actually target that Colossus down, of course. Other units will be here in a moment, though. It's a good response from Cyan, and as Cyan blinks forwards now, he will get a couple medevacs, which will stop MarineLorD from getting away. The Widowman just goes off on a singular Zealot. What a defense by Cyan, as MarineLorD is just continuing to bleed off units. Extra Stalkers being warped in, a Forge dropping down to the top side, a Pylon coming down as well. And again, MarineLorD just does scan that Observer, which he maybe saw on the way in, maybe saw at an earlier point. Anyway, is able to get that figured out. MarineLorD will go up to the top left-hand side. These couple of medevacs are about to pop out, and just going to keep on giving him stuff to drop with. But of course, the more he loses medevacs, that's always one of the big things I find when playing against Colossus. Whenever you lose medevacs, you then have to rebuild medevacs. And if you're rebuilding medevacs, you're not actually going to be able to build up Vikings very easily, or as many Vikings as you might want. And I kind of like this push from Cyan. He's got 3 Colossus. There isn't actually any anti-Colossus play on the map right now. Upgrades are dead even as well, and it just feels like there's some good potential with this. Well, here comes a big drop into the main base again, so now Cyan will be out of position to deal with it, and he has to decide what he wants to do. Does he trade, or what is the plan? One Pylon powers a lot of these gateways here. This Pylon as well will then power the couple at the top, but now this will be completely shut down, and, well, obviously I think Cyan has to make sure he makes a priority going up that ramp and getting into this space, although killing the orbital is very important as well. He's got Zealots over here, which will force this orbital to lift. We go into full-on base trade mode. Cyan will no longer be able to build anything because all of his gates are completely shut down. And after killing a Nexus, killing a command center, he's just going to come back over here, blinks into the main, so he will get a full medevac as well. And MarineLorD is just going to GG out. Cyan will pick up game number. If you get enough hype, if you guys are excited enough, I'll announce the first player, and I think it's going to be a player that you guys absolutely love. So let me know if you guys want to hear it. I think this is going to be a first play that you guys are going to get very excited about to see in action in a competitive environment. Is this done from replays? No, we are completely live at the moment. Some of the matches later will be replays because they are being played alongside these matches. We play 2 matches at a time basically, but everything will be live or played within the last couple of hours. It's all fresh StarCraft 2 being brought to you today, as we have got to the bottom left hand side our blue Terran player from O Gaming down a map, MarineLorD. The top right hand side, our red Protoss player is Cyan. Serral or Special? That would be really cool, but I don't think Serral wants to play a $500 tournament after he won BlizzCon not so long ago. And Home Story Cup, and a lot of other really big events. Second gateway proxied here by Cyan, who will bring the aggression to MarineLorD for this game number 2. Mana says C76CGH. Mana could be someone. He's not the player I'm thinking of announcing, though, I can tell you that much. So yeah, Maru, no. It's a European tournament, so it's all EU. Command center drops down on the natural as the probe does poke forwards here, and again, just looks like a very innocent probe scout. Obviously, MarineLorD doesn't see the second gateway, doesn't know what's happening just yet. Sevel's playing a $500 right now. He's off racing Terran. Yes, but that's a Finnish tournament. I mean, obviously makes a lot of sense for Sevel to go and play in a Finnish tournament, right? So, anyways, Reaper poking around, and we're going to be seeing a couple Stalkers on the way up. Laser Sec with the $20 as this Reaper does pick off the probe right there. And does start to head across the map. First talking about pop-out, let me read this quickly then before this action starts. It says, fuck it, let's film this shit, as I know there's a ton of people who want you to continue the work you do but can't afford it. The silent majority, if you will, and I'll just pretend I represent them tonight. Thank you so much, LaserSec, for the $20 extra. That's $30 total. Get some love in the chat for LaserSec, guys, and for the very positive words and support. As we do see an SCV taken down there, and, well, the Reaper will be able to kill the Zod, and the Reaper is kept alive. MarineLorD saving the CC is going to be difficult. We will see the Widowmine is just about halfway done at the moment. A couple Stalkers continue to poke away and to pick through this supply depot room. Quick grenade drops one of those Stalkers back. SCV is coming in to repair up the depot as well. Reaper is again forced away there, and SCV taken down. The Widowmine will stop this pressure at the high onto the high ground. MarineLorD will just re-expand in his main base, and the Nexus coming down on the natural as well. So Nexus coming down on the natural here, as we do see the Stargate on the way up in the main. Again, the Stalkers just gathering up on the naturals. You do see the Cyclone is on the way out. Macfield Accelerator getting started here as well, so getting in towards a very aggressive kind of follow-up play. I mean, the Cyclones with Macfield are obviously very powerful here, so exciting to see what happens. Reaper coming across the scout. Gunoi 000 comes in with the 100 bits and says, keep being awesome on that Wardy cheer. Thank you so much for using the Wardy cheer bits as well. I always get happy when I see the little Wardy emotes that we have made for the cheers. I think they're pretty cool. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Gunoi. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oracle is being chrono boosted out at the moment here by Cyan, as we do see the Stalkers actually continue to be aggressive here. It tries to recall. I mean, that's 2 dead Stalkers. Third one does get out, and now there's Pylon going down as well. Apologies. Reading chat and looking on the wrong side of the map for those Stalkers pushing up initially. My bad, guys. As we do see, well, this gateway is obviously going to get taken down. Was trying to morph into a warp gate and maybe get a cheeky warp in down before this all happened, but just going to be seeing a Cyclone on the way out here in the main base. So Cyclone coming out in the main. The gateway is about to get picked up, and just going to be seeing this Oracle being chrono boosted by Cyan. Another Stalker just showing up at the front, just to kind of hold this high ground position, stop any units from pushing up this ramp. Cyclone is continuing to be made here, so getting a few Cyclones out at the moment. Medevac as well. And this is a very aggressive push from MarineLorD that's kind of set up and ready to go already. He can start making his way across to the top right in the next few moments. And burrows that Widowmine means some Stalkers here of these Oracles. Revelation drops that Widowmine. Should be careful and probably pull it back, because the Stalkers probably could turn and fight that. That scan was a little bit too late there. The lock-on already lost, and he will be able to lock on again. Locks into another Stalker, but obviously will not scan to the high ground. He just used one scan already, so he doesn't want to use another. And here comes this Medevac, which will allow for high ground vision. I wonder if he does scan here, because that stasis ward could create some complications. Marine trying to lead the charge in. I feel like he kind of sees it. Oh, I mean, he's dancing around it very well. He scans now, and he does pick it off, so MarineLorD very aware of what's going on there, it seems. Well, 2 shield batteries are done. The Oracles will want to try and turn around into this. You can see one of the Cyclones going down. The Widowmine picks off an Oracle, though. Shield battery's already drained of energy. The Cyclone will lock on again in a moment, and that will do a lot of damage, but it goes down, actually. Does not get the chance to lock on once more. Now it's just Marines against Stalkers. Stalkers are quite good at kiting against Marines. Marines will get a lot of damage done, though, I feel. And these Stalkers are still kept busy. This Widowmine can get in position on the natural and maybe get some more damage done too. Another Stalker warping in, but MarineLorD picks off another Stalker too. This Widowmine will... Oh, the Revelation fades, and it comes off cooldown, so the Widowmine kills off the Stalker. Oh man, that could not have been worse time. Not only did it, you know, the Revelation fade, that didn't matter because it was off cooldown, but then it came on cooldown again. Oh, that was crazy. That's really insane. How much damage per hit does a Cyclone Lock-On do? I mean, it does 400 plus 400 versus armored over 14 seconds. So, I don't know how often it fires, but it's something like, it's like 50 damage or something, or thereabouts. It's, I mean, it free hits a Stalker or so, and a Stalker has 160 health, so around there is, ooh, Cyan going to have a little bit of a DC here. I honestly really do not know what will. So, yeah. Thank you so much, LaserSec, again, and let's get back into this. Devil's Fire coming in with the 15-month Twitch Prime resub. Thank you so much for that, too. Get some love coming in for that one. These units here right now, though, are really kind of creating a little bit of chaos in this natural expansion. Cyan's already lost a lot of probes to the point where this might be, well, just game over, actually. Another medevac comes over to support this as well. And just too many Stalkers lost, I think, the first time around. An Oracle across the map, there isn't actually any answer to this. These SCVs are actually starting to die, but the Oracle now out of energy. And again, Cyan just does not seem to have the defense that he needs. He's trying to pull all the way back, but then the Liberator shows up, and the Stalkers are right in the Liberation Zone, which means that this is going to be absolutely brutal, as we are going to be seeing, well, some more damage being done, and, well, Marine's just going crazy, killing off probe after probe. 47 workers dead, and Cyan will type out GG, and we get tied up here 1-1. Put you on the tree in just a little bit. We just have to get into these games, though. I've got a bunch of you ready to go on the tree. In fact, early game, let's do this thing. Let's do this. I've got a bunch of them written down, so I'll put a few of you guys now. WardiCam. Let's put WardiCam down here for a little bit while this game gets started. And get a few of you on the tree, otherwise I'm going to fall behind. So first of all, Billy Nasty, you're going up. Fishbowl Soup. Got you right here on the nice white decoration. We don't have any of these really on the tree just yet. Devil's Fire came in for that 15-month resub as well. Another one from LaserSec here. Madness 1511. I mean, the next few are actually from LaserSec, so no lies there. This one is Stam 41K going up on the tree too. Yeah, the score is 1-1, guys. Apologies. We've also got ourselves Ericsson 812. And we've got Misfit Shaman. I'm going to take my heads off, just go hang these up, guys. And I'll continue with the rest of them maybe during the start of this game. We'll see how the game goes. Such a ridiculous number of decorations on the tree, guys. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, Stalker here and a Zealot applying some pressure early. It wasn't a proxy second gateway or anything like that. So yeah, it wasn't a you know hyper aggression, anything crazy. Just a nice little bit of pressure with the first Zealot and Stalker here as we're in a game 3 between the two players. Do you guys think the tree looks a little bit too full yet? Yeah. Grim actually hits their 5-month resub by getting a gifted sub from LaserSec. Welcome back for 5 months, Farex Grim. Via LaserSec as well. Beautiful. Welcome back. Stalker's able to pick off that Reaper right there. As we do continue to get this set up. Fire hazard. How is it a fire hazard? What is going to catch fire on this tree? I don't understand. People keep saying this. How is it? I mean, there's just nothing near it that can make it catch on fire. Aye. Thank you so much, LaserSec, for all the gifted subs. I've completely lost track of how many you've done. I think it's, what, like 11? I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Awesome. Thank you so much, LaserSec. Really appreciate this. There we go. Thank you so much, ladies, for the 11 given subs. Guys, we'll get the rest of you on the tree in a moment. Let me go and put the webcam off, though, and let's dive into this cast as we're 5 minutes in. It's because the tree is lit, it's going to catch on fire. Aye, aye, aye. Aye, aye, aye. So the TvP so far, again, not much lost. The rebuild, a couple of Marines, a little bit of pressure early. And we do see that Blink is about to finish up. You have +1 attack coming in on the engineering bay. Combat shields on the way up on the tech lab too. 6 extra gateways dropping down here in the natural expansion in the main base. So just going up into a ton of gateways to help him really make use of what is going to be a free base economy very shortly. And if you just joined us today, guys, as 2018 has left the game, European Group C. Last week in Europe, we saw Euthermal and Goblin coming out on top in their matches, with Cass, TLO, Clem, and Laser also advancing through to the playoffs. Today we decide 3 more players who will be advancing through to the playoffs. That'll be going on as well, as we do see those bio units gathering together. Marines getting grabbed up by these by this medevac, and as the main army pushes out, there'll be a drop elsewhere to kind of distract a 1 HP Cyclone getting away there. As we're going to be seeing him stimming forwards, try and catch more of these Stalkers. No concussive shells, fortunately, for Cyan, otherwise he might have lost a bit more already. He's trying to take down these rocks, the idea being that these rocks can be very frustrating if there's siege tanks behind them. But there isn't actually tanks in this army, so it's not the end of the world. As he will come forwards, he will get himself the Cyclone kill here before blinking away. That Stalker goes down, another Stalker goes down. Cells don't have charge just yet, so Cyan would like to buy some time. There's that Marine drop we talked about before, though. Big pylon kill, 4 gates in the double forge. Going to get unpowered there. And that's obviously a very big deal as you see a Stalker blinking away to the side. We're going to see a Zealot getting picked off here as well. And the Stalker getting picked off. A bit of a recall into this main base. The MarineLorD starting to get a lot of damage done now into the main with even more of these Marines. Just leaves a few, takes more back into the main. Sorry, this is obviously the natural I brought a few to. Takes more back into the main, just really splitting Cyan up and still trying to press in over here. Kiting towards a Widow Mine. Cyan pulls back pretty quickly, scans for the Observer. Wow, man, these Marines are just going crazy here too. This is now 12, 13 probes killed, 14 probes killed as that medevac lifts up and gets away through the south side. Crazy stuff so far as we are just seeing MarineLorD put himself into a great position to move on with. Marines just unloading as we do see a couple of Widow Mines on the way out, a couple of medevacs on the way out. Again, a lot more bio coming out over to the right side, and MarineLorD looking to keep applying pressure. His third CC's finished up here as well. Not sure what he was building right there. 113 minerals? Maybe he was just... I don't know, actually. Did he cancel the orbital? That's 150 minerals. 113 is what you get back if you cancel something that costs 150, so... not sure what that was. Anyways, we're going to be seeing these sellers start to charge on through, and... well, we're going to be seeing them obviously just being carried away for the moment. At the same time, though, it's another little drop into the natural. Some more workers going down. And honestly, this bio army is trading so well. A Widow Mine burrows, it does get picked off at least. The thing is, as soon as these Zealots go down, this Bioforce will have a great time picking off the Stalkers and jumping on an Immortal Hallucination. Doesn't really gain that much information picked off before it really gets to see anything at all. Cyan is floundering at the moment. He's having some trouble. He's having some issues getting himself caught up in this position. Yeah, just going to be seeing the bio coming all the way over to the right. Some Stalkers pressing forwards from Cyan out into the center. Here we go. A Widow Mine going to be burrowing up, and just going to be seeing a couple of these Zealots getting taken down. Doesn't canceling orbital upgrade give back the full amount? It's still an up. Huh. You know, I really feel I should know that. Huh. I don't know. Maybe it does. I kind of feel like it does, because it's the same as like canceling an upgrade, right? You cancel Stim, you get 100 back. Huh. No, it is 75%? That's one of those questions that really makes you second guess things. Huh. Maybe it is 75%. I thought it was 75% to begin with. It's a missile turret. Shh, you're spoiling all the fun, Veguru. Shh. Alright, we're just going to be seeing the few Zealots dropping down. SCV is in some trouble. Bio continue to press forwards. A couple of Liberators setting up as well. And, well, you see the Widowmines just getting the job done on those Zealots. And again, as the Zealots go down, the Liberators just got so much done here as well. We are going to be seeing the, again, a little bit of Bio just pulling back out into the center. I mean, getting rid of the Liberators kind of does make this Bio army very low tech. Blinks into Widowmines there, though, and that Stalker's taking the damage instead of Zealots this time around. As we are going to be seeing this Bio turn in, and now without Zealots here, nothing to reinforce in terms of bringing more Zealots in. This is bad, because he will stim, and he will catch all three of these Immortals, and Cyan is bleeding out heavily here. Zealots will keep on charging forwards. Liberators sieging up. With only 4 Stalkers, it's not going to be even that much damage out, but 2 of the Stalkers go down already. The Zealots get kited back into Liberator range. The Liberators never went down, and MarineLorD starts to heavily win out these fights. Yes, we'll gather up to the top here. Another couple Stalkers coming through. 2-2 upgrade continuing along as well. +1 ship weapons on the way out of the armory. And again, all of these Stalkers continue to poke across, and you see the Stalker there just taking a little bit of damage at the front of forefront of this. 2 more Liberators heading down to the bottom side of the map. So MarineLorD still trying to get something done with this here now. MarineLorD definitely seems as though he's got himself in a very comfortable position, though. Some Liberator harass while also pushing this 3rd base once more. I mean, he's got a 4th base up, a 5th base built, and he feels so confident at the moment. As we're going to see this Bio continuing to press forwards. Zealot's in a little bit of trouble. Here's the Libs doing a good job of this. A couple of Liberators continuing to fight and doing a very good job as well. I mean, they get picked off, but again, it's just the target fire time from the Stalkers that becomes so much there. There's the Libs in the main. He's get a combined kill count of 13 as there's just too much Bio, and I think Cyan taps out of this one any moment now, really, because he's going to be losing more probes over to the right-hand side. This Stalker, for example, goes down. He actually probably could have target fired a bunch of probes here. He will target fire probes now, and adds 2 more onto the 13 already killed. Cyan's going to try and stay in this and fight this, but again, it is not really looking all too promising. Bit more Bio just gathers back up out to the far right side. We see a few Marines simming over after that Warp Prism as well. That gets pushed all the way over to the left-hand side, as again, we are going to be seeing the Zealots, the Stalkers, pressing forwards. Here we go. Zealots continue to charge in. Widowmine will burrow up, and, well, no explosion there. Gets taken down in time. CP. Stop 2. This Bio still doing a pretty good job of all of this. That one picked off to the side as well. I mean, again, it's a really valiant defense from Cyan to keep on pressing this back. Obviously, the armor upgrades are helping quite a lot, but time after time, he just has less and less. You know, last time it felt as though he was losing this fight to the top side, he lost 3 more Immortals, and this time he loses this top side, and he's got nothing but 3 Stalkers left over, and it's just little by little he's being picked apart. MarineLorD, when you get an advantage like this one, he will just run with it, and he'll make it work. GG is scored. Again, a good defense by Cyan, but